So, like I said, I first contacted Sabi Sands in July 21st, 2024. So, right now we're looking at 6 months of planning. I wanted to make sure that I was not putting myself in a situation where I would have to rent a car or that I would have to leave any airport. So the flight out was about all that I could handle at that time because I needed to make sure that I was arriving for my connecting flight, like I said. So then I started to make sure that I could get the time off of work. Forgot about that part. I mean, that is the first thing that I did. As soon as I realized how much time I needed for the safari and my travel, I made sure that I booked that January 1 with my work. So arriving into Johannesburg is like I'll be there on Tuesday night, but I fly out of Florida on Sunday morning. So that's a lot of travel. Then I saw that my layover in Washington is 4 hours. So I'm going to have to get an Uber from Dulles to Reagan in time to catch my flight to Abu Dhabi. When I saw that I would be in Abu Dhabi for 7 hours, I think I'm going to be a little bit of struggling. I'm planning on doing a video blog of my entire trip while it's happening, but this intro is to tell you that planning is absolutely imperative and everything that I've done to prepare for this. So right now, I got my outbound flight, and then I had to get my return. And I started to think, how long is the safari? It's only 3 days. It's at the Elephant Plains Lodge, and it's so beautiful if you want to check it out. They sent me the coolest itinerary with tabs on transportation, information about South Africa, the currency, the language, the tipping culture. They did suggest that I take a pre-prep for malaria. So I talked to my doctor about that, and she said there is a pill that you take 2 weeks beforehand. They don't expect malaria to be rampant, but in case there are mosquitoes and just to be on the safe side, I am planning on doing that. I won't need a visa. They will accept the American passport, and the water is safe to drink. Sabi Sands Travel and Tourism, their representatives are extremely informative. I have my own little microsite that has everything detailed about my trip. So it's only 3 days. And then I told them I wanted to check out Cape Town. So after my safari ends, I leave the Sabi Sands Elephant Plains Resort, and I have transportation. This was all booked by Leoma within South Africa. I was responsible for everything, getting there and coming home. So after the safari, I go to Cape Town, and I have transportation to the airport within Johannesburg to fly to Cape Town. They took care of transportation from Cape Town to the hotel that I'm staying at, and I'll be there for about 2 days. Originally, it was 4 days, and then I was flying home, and I thought if it takes me 35 hours to get there, why would I only stay for like 5 days? So I figured out, who do I know? And I've always kept in touch with so many different people around the world, and I discovered that I actually have a friend in Dubai. So when I saw that my return flight could go through Dubai, I immediately reached out to my friend, Paul, and I asked him to help me book my flight home, which I hadn't done yet. And I waited like a couple weeks to book that part because there was no rush, and I didn't know yet how long I was going to stay in South Africa. So he helped me book my flight to leave from Cape Town to Dubai, and he was able to explain to me that with Emirates, you can actually ask them to stay a 2-night layover and not actually charge you more if you wanted to go 2 days later. So that's exactly what I did. So he's going to show me around Dubai for 2 nights. So when I found that out, I was able to book my flight with Emirates from Dubai, straight 15-hour flight back to Florida. I land in Miami though. More on that later. So when I discovered that I was able to go to Dubai for a couple of nights, I told Leoma that I needed to not cut my trip, but actually extend it 2 days so that I could go to Dubai. So I also thought to myself, well, I didn't want to stay in a hotel for the same hotel for 4 nights in Cape Town. I'd like to check out Cape Town and maybe do a wine tour or something. So I asked her if she could please look into another hotel that I could move to within Cape Town and stay for 2 days there and maybe do a wine excursion. And that's exactly what she did. And this communication, by the way, is, it's been 6 months in planning. So it would take her, the time zones are so different. So it would take her a couple of days to get back to me. But she was able to firm up the details and change my flight out of Cape Town and extend it 2 days. She found another hotel for me that has a wine excursion. She's arranged transportation from the one hotel in Cape Town to the next one, as well as transportation from the second hotel to the airport. So the crazy thing, Paul told me, is the only flights back to America are Saturday into Sunday morning, 2 a.m. So I will be leaving Dubai at 2 a.m. early Sunday morning to fly back to the States.